What's up, Alphas? Welcome to the live. It's your boy, Alphas. I'm looking cute, looking clean, looking confused and sexy. And I'm with the squad today, and they looking a little. My boy is at SeaWorld, bro. He got taken out to SeaWorld with the hippos. Monte, how you doing today?
Man, I'm swimming in Sea Lab 2021, and I ain't talking about the show. Like, what just happened, bro?
Happy 420, my guy.
Oh my god.
Uniqo, where are you today?
I'm probably in the sky, flying with the fishes, and probably in the ocean, swimming with the pigeons.
And hanging out with the hippo?
Yeah. That.
But
man, let's get to the show, man. It was crazy, right?
It was crazy. It was this was one of the first episodes I was like, some stuff just confused me. But I'm like, why did they do this? But like I told Monte in the pre-show, this was like the perfect 420 episode. Especially the last 15 minutes of the show. Cause you're like, okay.
I didn't get those vibes.
Hey, I'm telling you, once he had a certain part of the show, and then he went underwater, and I'm like, oh, this just changed. Even though after I did my research, I had to do my research, and it probably didn't help that I was up at 3 a.m. in the morning watching it.
Yeah.
But
Of course.
But yeah, you started getting trippy. He went in. Hey Joe, you ever hug yourself in a war?
No, I'm not. Now I've not done that.
Yeah, I'm saying hey, I'm just saying you ain't celebrating 420. That was Tori doing right now, Joe.
He was rolling joints at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time last night for today.
Just had a whole prep server. Now you know how the show go. Monte got his talking points. Monte, break him down.
Okay.
Does he have his talking points?
I got him, boo. Boy. Talking point number one. How about this? I'm gonna start off with the stuff I'm grounded in. Stuff I'm gonna be grounded in. Talking point number one. What is this love triangle? I mean, that monologue. Like, what is really this love triangle at this point? I mean, she feeling Steven feeling her. She got feelings for Marc. Marc still got feelings for her. We find out, Marc was doing what she finds out. Marc was, pushing her away because of Khonshu. But then there's other reasons. Then, they break out. Oh, Marc's supposed to be dead. Oh, so if he's supposed to be dead, what freaking Steven supposed to be then? Like, is he like I already figured, like, is he like a personality created for some reason? But either way, it's so confusing.
Or is he a TV show character that archaeologists
I'm gonna get to that. But like, is he like a figment made, as like maybe like a mental recess for Marc to put his innermost feelings and thoughts in, like they're separate, something like something like that maybe. Either way, this love triangle just I don't even know who wins, unless, which may happen, unless they somehow fuse their personalities together. They become one MoonKnight, one person. They become Stark. Steven and Marc combined, they become Stark, and it all goes to one, or maybe their third personality is there, because Marc and Steven have had a couple of moments in the last couple of episodes where they're like, wait, you didn't kill these people? Like, wait, no, you didn't. I thought you killed them. Like, no, I didn't do it.
We did get a hint at that. We did get a hint.
So somebody else may be there, just been quiet for the first 2 episodes, So either way, I don't really know what to make of this love triangle at this point. I don't know who gonna get it at the end. All I know, one person smooched her, then he got hit, which is hilarious. So that's one thing. And oh wow. 2, that's just one of the love triangle. 2. At this point, this is going to tie back into last week as well. But at this point, I got to say, the major characters of this show have got to be stupid as a motherfucker. I don't quite understand Like, I don't understand how the gods are this stupid. I don't understand how the people in here are continuously shooting like stormtroopers. I don't get how the only person who seems to be any kind of smart is Arthur Morrow. He is literally the only person that seems to be smart in the head. Everybody else, the guys, I'm not even starving.
He's literally always at the right place at the right time.
This man is
he talks like he has the most sense of the whole show.
He limping his way through plot armor, bro. I don't get it, man. Like, his man is literally limping his way in plot. How these people just, he the only one, he's like, oh, okay, well, you know, I know the scales. I know how to turn them against each other. I always got this group of men. I always got, like, I got everything. My man is like Eisen. He's literally like Eisen from Bleach. That's what he's like right now. Arthur Morrow is literally limping like Eisen. He got everybody already good. Everybody is mostly just stupid. Mark is sitting here telling Steven, it's literally a suicide mission. Don't do this. Even though Mark knows what choice do they have. Khonshu literally sacrificed himself just so y'all can find the location of the tomb. Why wouldn't you go? But then he's like, okay, don't take her with you. You expect Steven to do this by himself? Man couldn't even tie a harness around himself. How you gonna do it? Like, come on now. Like, at this point, it's just like, look, y'all two need to get this together. It's been 4 episodes. Y'all ain't figured out who written the body at what time, what point, one come. Like, come on, man. And he's like, Mark, don't kill him. Dude, we got a guy literally finna come back and wreck the world, and you talking about don't kill him. Oh my God. So, and then this was the first episode we didn't have much fighting. No, the suit didn't come out or anything. So this part was like, I need y'all to start getting smart. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't. Even to the point in the beginning of the episode, why Buddy on the back of the Hummer with a Gatling gun cannot shoot one person that's laid out and another person dragging them. I'm like, bro, like, where is this stormtrooper fire come from? Bro, I can do better than that. Like the people in this show. Like,
Stephen Grant laying on the floor and they just drive right by.
or
nobody's using their brain, bro.
Did you see how he rolled down the hill just flat like this, like a log? And I was like, what was that?
I was like, dude, how the only person that seems to be smart? Arthur Morrow. Arthur Morrow is the only one that's able to hit a shot.
Yo, can we talk?
No one able to hit a couple bullets.
Hey, can I say this on my take point? Why did Layla put like a firecracker on a bunch of bullets? It could have killed everybody. I'm like, why did you do that?
Yo, fam, what?
That's the most dangerous thing in the world. Like, why would you put a fire on some bunch of bullets and let them just blow up?
I'm sitting like, dude, what is this? Like, this ain't making no, like, is nobody in here bright other than Arthur Morrow apparently? And then he the only one that's able to shoot a bullet. So okay. And then speaking of shooting, we get the final thing, which would be the final point, is just WTF. This is gonna be the final point, because that entire last 15 minutes got me dazed in my head more than these fish moving behind me. I don't quite understand. I know it has something to do with the Egyptian goddess. I forgot how really her name goes. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you like I know how to pronounce it, but it goes with the Egyptian goddess. Tarouet. I'm gonna go with that. And thinking of it a little bit more, it's probably tied to they are in an Egyptian tomb. So, he may just be either having an out-of-body experience, mix it with some of the magic or whatever going on in the air. Because, he was actually holding, a sealed god in his hand, prior to that. And she is in the area. So, we got guys in the room, do some Egyptian stuff. And he just happens to have no out-of-body experience. No, it's similar to, one of the episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If anybody ever remembers, it's similar to one of those episodes. They did a big callback to one of those. So, where he just might be mentally having a near-death experience, realizing what's going on. Okay, we got the power still. We're going to bounce out of this water like we Neo from the Matrix, end up stronger than ever before. All of a sudden they try to shoot. He's just going to hold the bullets back like Neo was. Like, oh, no, these bullets, who knows? Something like that. All I know, you cannot spring a giant hippo woman on your boy the last 10 seconds of the show. That's just... You can't spring a giant hippo woman.
You couldn't spring it on Mark and Steven either, because they felt the same way.
It's
one slightly more scared than the other.
It's 420, bro. Like you can't spring a giant hippo woman on somebody that's just trying to relax and watch a good episode of MoonKnight. I'm not ready. I'm pretty sure about 95% of the word ain't ready. All the reports you're seeing on the recaps and everything, just the directors just get it. They're like, oh snap, we can't wait for this part. Everybody loves the the lore of Moon Knight. I'm like, lore, like, I'm pretty sure most of the comic world did not stop and read Moon Knight before they started. And I'm pretty sure after the first 3 episodes, pretty much nobody felt they needed to go and read the lore of Moon Knight. Next thing you know, we got an Egyptian hippo woman. And so, oh, okay, maybe I need to go watch some Moon Knight lore because.
Yeah.
But she's not in it, but it's a story to it.
I don't care. She in this doggone, bruh, man.
She was there tonight. She was there today.
And in my head, that hippo is living rent free right now, bro. While I try to figure out what does an Egyptian hippo woman have to do with story of Moon Knight. Not to mention, whoever recorded that last 15 minutes, they did their work. They did, the directors, the writers, they did it because it literally had me questioning. Is this man tripping? Like they at first I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I ain't gonna worry about it. They don't give it. Then they literally had me, bro. I'm saying like this man he legitimately might be tripping. Like he might be tripping about all this. Like,
that would be a twist.
He almost got me into the room where Arthur Morrow was just a little bit too Egyptian. Up until then, I promise the man they had me, bro. They had me. I was like, this man might legitimately be tripping. Okay.
Yeah, but piggyback on this, I'm gonna explain a little bit of what I learned from what my knowledge of history is, and what I learned from shout out to Comics Book Explained, aka Geek Culture Explained. He read Moon Knight, so I don't have to. Let's go. But
such a journalist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey man, hey. I do like to do a journalist. Now I'm an internet journalist. I just read what somebody else wrote and then I just write something similar.
And that's the fall of society right there. There we go.
You know what I'm saying? I just read what TMZ say, bro, and then we just do a show. Joe, your thoughts on this episode?
My first thing was this. So I went back. My first thought was when they were putting Khonshu up on that cabinet, I noticed that there were 8 other ones. So I counted 9 altogether. So I'm wondering. My
only
first
saw
thought
5. Huh? You only saw 5 besides Khonshu. That was judging them.
I wasn't high. I know. I'm talking
about it's 9, but you only saw 5 when they judged him. Bass is missing from the Black Panther. He's part of that group. So you got 3 more that wasn't there.
Well, what I was wondering was because there's levels to gods in Egypt. So I didn't know if it was like a collection of maybe another tier of God. I don't know. But I thought that was interesting because that's obviously the cabinet that you put people that are sealed. So that was my first thought. So that intrigued me. Obviously, Mr. Ethan Hawke, aka Arthur, he came in there and dropped a bombshell talking about, yeah, your husband was there when your daddy died. Did he kill him? I don't know. What'd he say? You said that. But what do you think? He said, I ain't say that. You said that. But what do you think?
He putting the mind games, dog.
Yeah, the mind games.
He's so English. and like the fact he's so American, and the fact that he's this person, like it feels like it doesn't fit. But in this weird, like, if you turn your head, it fits. It's so weird. Like I wasn't feeling that at first. Thought he was a little too American for this, but definitely it was a mind F when he was in there doing therapy for.
That's how John did Pocahontas, bro.
100%. But you got Layla knowing dude is here. She wanted to get in her feelings about this, and right before that happened, I was excited about the Alexander the Great thing. That's a little known fact that people don't know where his tomb is, and it's cute that they brought him up into this because there we go. We keep on talking about these gods. Somehow these pantheons, these different, gods are starting to mingle in cultures now. And, he's from Macedonia, which is Greek. So
the voice of Ennead. Voice of Ennead was a good thing to say. Like, oh, she had Alexander the Great.
Yeah. And that was interesting. And shout out to Steven, that part of him. Like, I don't know that he watched all these movies when he was a kid, like Mark. Because I think we answered that question. I think Mark is the vessel, and we got Stephen Grant from an actual show, and he just called himself Stephen Grant and just walked around. So I think we answered that question. Who came first, Mark or Stephen? I think Mark is the real vessel at this point. That tape, like when they came through and like after he got shot, which I'm gonna get on that in here in a second. But when you die, your first flashback is of this young little black boy helping this professor find something in ancient Mayan history. And the first thing he said, Dr. Stephen Grant. Whoa, wait, that's his name. And then he comes to us, and then he's at, they're playing bingo and doing all that cool stuff. I thought that was cool. But
by the way, everybody he played bingo with was from the first episode and second episode. All the people that Mark knows.
Yeah.
We saw Donna. And Donna was like, yes, Donna's down because she's a.
No, I'm like, bro.
That was a cool little callback, but
Layla stole before Joe point. Layla stole his bingo.
Said I'll give it.
Bro, that's what threw me out first. I'm like, oh, okay, Layla, I can get some ground. I'm gonna give it. I promise I'll get to you this time, huh?
And then he's super duper sedated, and so like, okay, but before we get into that part of them being in the thing and it's starting to get all trippy, all the magic we've seen, are they gonna pull the gat on my man's? After all the purple power rays and sicking dogs on people, you pulled that thing and upped it on him and pulled that trigger. And
I still ain't found a guy that can survive a bullet yet. Not today.
Because I actually forgot that Khonshu was gone. I was like, why is he not turning into armor? And I'm just gonna grab Alexander the Great's axe. I actually forgot Khonshu was gone. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. The beginning of the episode. And then my final point here is the hippo was there for one thing and one thing only. I actually had to look up her place in, I guess she's like the god of death, kind of in
rebirth, goddess of rebirth.
Or rebirth, yeah. So we know what role she's about to play. Something revive Mark. Okay, got it. But also Disney is the king of coming out with what's them little small toys they come out. What them little toys is called?
Funko Pops?
Where they got big old eyes.
Funko Pops?
Yeah, Funko Pops. They're your next one. And it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell.
Yo, why did the hippo woman was so like she was so
sweet?
Her voice sounded like the nicest lady there.
Well, the actual actress herself, she's really like.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I don't. Who plays her? I didn't know that.
I had to look up her name, but people have been wondering what her role was in MoonKnight from the beginning, and she was mum on it. This is actually her confirmation of her character for the first time, and we're just like, oh, played the hippo woman, mother foosball, and then we still don't know how this is gonna play out because she still has to actually talk to the two of them, and then she probably be like, okay, so this is like purgatory, which is where I'll take it. It's like this is like, oh, this is purgatory, and since you happen to be in my domain of Egypt, I decided to interfere. It's like, oh, okay. So you're supposed to be dead. Really? And that's why he's here too. He's like, yeah, because y'all share the same body. So it's purgatory, and I just both y'all are here. And this is just a test to see if you really want to come back alive, or if you just want to be in a little dopey state in the wheelchair for the rest of your life.
That's what I took. That's what I took from this episode. Just to quickly break it down is what other guys are really involved in this and have been giving Khonshu's same treatment. I think I figured out that it's Mark is the guy.
Or is it? It was another sarcophagus that he didn't open.
And
yeah, but that one was angry, and I'm guessing that's whoever was helping them last episode that they didn't know who killed
his body, and they just wouldn't let him out. And he just pissed.
Episode 10, let's go.
Doing, bro?
Hey, bro, let me
but that's
out,
what
bro.
I took from this episode. We got much more to learn, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Tori. He said, I've seen crazy stuff in a hippo woman while I was tripping. Solid comparison.
Fair enough. It's fair and believable.
But let's go over what I learned from my research today. Apparently, Tawiet is considered, she's the goddess of death and rebirth. So everybody's saying the end was him going to, as Monte said, purgatory or wherever Hades would normally be, but I don't think we saw Hades. I don't think he's there.
Well, I hope Hades ain't down there. Well, hold on. Wouldn't that be Anubis and not Hades?
It would be Anubis.
Oh, yeah.
In that
Anubis. But we didn't see Anubis, did we? Anubis wasn't in that 9. He wasn't in. It's Ennead. I think we saw Ra. We did see did we see Tiamat? Or did we not?
I
gotta go back and watch who.
I had to go back and watch that episode.
Yeah, I know we saw Ennead. I know we saw Horus. I don't think we saw Anubis, so I know
Horus was a big part of this episode.
Yeah. So and then you got Khonshu, and then they locked up but we found out a lot. The first part of this show was, as Samantha said, I was confused with what Layla is doing because she seemed to love these sparklers that she just keeps around and just throws in and does weird things with them at very dangerous moments that you wouldn't normally. You should not do. Do not try this at home.
She's every episode she's been in, she's done something pretty badassery though. Like,
Joe, if you see a crate of bullets, do not set it on fire because you will probably get hit.
She saw him shaking and she's like, "Oh, I got an idea."
So I was like, "What?" Somehow them bullets hit everybody but her and Mark.
I mean, I just want to give a shout out to the plot armor.
It works, Joe. It works, Joe.
I just want to give a shout out to the plot armor of that moment because we all just seem to forget that it was a pitch black night in the freaking desert. Nobody could see anything. Yet she managed to see a thing of bullets on the back of a relatively quickly moving rover while she's being shot at. And she was like, "Oh, a thing of bullets. I can see." Baby, how you saw that? You know what? And then the stormtrooper. You know what? I'm done. I'm going back to swimming.
I like that. Hey, that's their name from now, stormtroopers. Like anytime it
stormtrooper fire, bro. Oh my gosh.
Like hey bro, one dude is knocked out, one girl does have no weapons. You should easily
and dragging the dude that knocked out.
And you got a Gatling gun, dog. You win. And you got a vehicle that works. You win the fight. The second part is, oh my god, this show looked amazing when they got in that tomb. I'm like, this is Tomb Raider level, movie level, like Tomb Raider.
See, it was very much giving Tomb Raider / again. We keep on bringing up the Mummy, but it was very.
It looked better than the Mummy. The Mummy looked cheap compared to that. Disney did their thing.
Well, we know that was like 98.
I'm talking about the new one too, the one that came out in 2018. It still looked cheap. It was Netflix exclusive. Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way, Netflix, if you want to charge more money and you're upset that you lost like 200,000 people, you just know. Stop trying to. Well, now it keep going up.
Well, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get a lot worse. Than 200,000.
Put out good shows because I haven't watched Netflix and I haven't saw a show I wanted to watch on Netflix in like 2-3 months.
Everybody's watching Ultimatum.
I'm like, yeah, Ultimatum. That's it. I ain't seen another show. They have one show at a time that everybody want to watch, and nobody paying $20 for it. I'm sorry. Like, what was it? Witcher and the Ultimatum? Oh, back to Disney Plus, which come out with shows a lot, depending on if you're a Star Wars or a Marvel fan. But they go to the tomb, and everything. Even the little weird dude with the clacking it looked decent until she like threw the thing in his eye, and then it got weird. And I'm like, that CGI going crazy. I'm like, okay, bro, we see the CGI now, dog. Okay, you shouldn't have did a weird movement.
I squished them. Did you? That's it? That's what it took?
Yeah. I was like, well, it's like what we know. Huh? Oh, okay.
The word plot armor is 100% carrying this show right now because that's
Arthur Harrow out
here. Now I'm with you. Now I think about it.
Arthur Harrow out here shooting AK-47s at these little zombie people.
I think I ain't this doggone
stormtrooper. What I hear is the AK go off, and then all of a sudden the dude come in there with a body. I'm like, okay, Arthur, you shooting all these zombies out now? They said, he's like, that must be Arthur. I'm like, so he just got the gat loaded on zombie people.
I'm like, y'all think he just came by himself? Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, it was all weird, but I gotta say, it looks amazing. It kept me invested because it looked amazing.
Yeah, except plus with the fact that I like how they, try to be accurate to the Egyptian folklore, where they actually use that little scalpel thing to scoop out body parts. And I was like, okay, we got a live subject we're gonna do that. I'm just like, oh god,
they did skip the maze part of it because the dude just figured it out instantly when they're in the room and see like, oh, we got 4 different rooms.
I don't mind it. Just skip through that. We ain't got time to see y'all just getting lost. Like,
what is it called? The eye of the pigeon? It's the eye of the pigeon that he knew when he saw something on the floor. And you're like, oh, we go this way. I'm like, bro, it's 4.
I'll take it because I'm like, look, I ain't got time for y'all getting lost and having love moments for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
skip through.
So we had
Steven figured it out. I'm okay with that. You figured it out for us because I was like, tongue. Okay.
Yeah, he just figured it out like instantly. I'm like, okay, it's 4 rooms. Like, I don't know which way we go. Steven like, this way. I'm like, okay, bet. It was correct.
That's Macedonian. But how? What the fuck? Where did he just get all this information from? Just throughout his whole life. What if Marc Spectre is actually hella smart? If he just figured out how to put it together.
And then,
like I said, he might have split his personality up, man.
Yeah. And then we get to the final part, in which shout out. This is where Comics Explained. Comics Explained actually gives out the information. The two guys are from the comic book at the beginning of the comic book, and they trying to always sedate Mark and keep him down. And it's a symbol of that, except for they're not doing that story. They're doing a rebirth story, which at the end, Mark, Steven, and Jake Lockley accept each other and crush Khonshu's skull. So we don't assume they're gonna do that. But the story of this is they start accepting all three personalities when they in this place, and then they become officially Marc Spectre, the official, confident, smart Moon Knight, because one is the smart person, one does the killing, and one is like a cab driver, which this one is. Jake Lockley is definitely not a cab driver. He looked very violent at sarcophagus. And the way he killed them people, he was the most violent person. Like, did you do this? You're sick. I'm like, didn't you just murder? But no, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And he came, that sarcophagus was open. They looked at it like, nah, bro. He looked really angry. So
damn, they good at making weekly shows, man. Because now I can't wait.
Yeah, so... And then, like I said, the Hippo is not in Marvel Comics, nowhere. But according to Egyptian lore, she's the one who judges people and gives them a chance to be reborn. Or death. Go. So, essentially, they already gave us the hint what she's for. Mark is technically, again, for the second time, apparently he's going to be dead. But he has a chance to rectify, and I guess, this is my theory, he has to rectify with all three of his personalities and become like secure in all three. And then she's like, oh, you passed the test, and he gonna jump out the water like Monte said.
One thing I'm telling him, Buddy finna pop out the water with the suit, lay out the whole room, and Arthur gonna limp away while he freaking, oh snap, I gotta get away and try to summon her. Now, the only thing I don't know either he gonna try to limp away, or he gonna find freaking Layla curled over in the corner and be like, give me the statue and you can have Layla. It's gonna be something like that, bro. Either that or he gonna limp away. Like, I must leave with it. We all know how this finna go. Either way, I'm here for it because I gotta see the ending. Yeah. I gotta see who wins Layla.
And then for the people who don't know, Arthur, that's not even done by Arthur because he got rid of Khonshu. So you don't expect another Egyptian guy to help Mark. You be like, okay, he done. I put the bullet in him. He done. Now, you know what I'm saying?
But she's not one from that's not from Marvel.
Yeah, Khonshu is locked up, so he can't save him. So he done now. I'm finished with him. I'm finna just go about my business. And he's drowning in water, so it's even like double. Like he's shot and he's drowning, so I don't think he's gonna survive that. And I'm not finna go chase a man and make sure he dead if he's in water. So.
Basically.
So he assumed, and he has every right to assume, because like Monte said, he's the only character that's consistently smart. He even told Layla that story because he knew that Mark would try to get out quick, and Layla was like, tell me the truth, and she did exactly what he wanted.
He only left out a couple parts of it.
You know, I don't have no problem with women. I love women, but why they do stuff like that in them moments?
Joe, Mark was like, we gotta get out here right now. He is coming. He like, no, tell me right now. We sitting here with this 3-4 minute conversation. He get here by the time.
Like, man, you know how far away he had to limp over there to get to where they was at? And the whole time, no, we need to talk about this right now. Do you want chicken Alfredo or do you want shrimp Alfredo? Like, that was the whole conversation. I get it. Yes, your dad
chose chicken salad.
Your husband had something to do with that, but
I just got a simple question of,
did he pick chicken salad?
I recall that Steven had to climb up to get to that pathway. I just want to know how Arthur climbed up on.
Well, he did that, and then the other guy said we found another way, which took more time. The guy came in behind him and said we found another way.
We don't know if we talking about just another way, or they might have found the way that Steven took to this book. We don't know that. You know, they're just gonna leave that ambiguous, but just go ahead and throw the hippo lady at the end. Oh, okay.
She was like, "Hey," she just opened the door and they're like, "What is this?" Okay. I was thinking, did y'all think that was gonna be Khonshu at the end? Like, you saved me, Mark.
No.
I wasn't expecting Khonshu.
He may appear at the last half of next episode, maybe.
I'll say
But-
it's 6th episode when they free him.
Think it's 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's
Another
6.
question: do they do what the comic book did, and does he like cunt you? I'm gonna end you and like crush your skull. Because that what happened in the comic book, and then Moon Knight he just had Moon Knight power after that, and he was like, I am officially Moon Knight, and I don't deal with Country no more. And then Country had another dude, a villain that kept trying to jump him.
I don't know if they're gonna go that far with it, because my thing is I don't know who's gonna be in control of the body. Random third figure that we're speculating, Mark or Steven, or if they're gonna combine them into one. That what determines what they do with Khonshu is who freaking gets the body.
Yeah.
So for all we know, they could just be like, Steven, you deserve a chance at an actual life, even though you're not a real personality. So me as Mark, I died, so I'm just going ahead and lay back. You can have the body, but we can do that. But Steven sucks at being Moon Knight, so it's like you can give him the body, but Moonlight powers is basically gonna go to crap because he barely know how to throw a punch. And I'm just like, how are you gonna help the Avengers?
Yeah, he's like super strong and couldn't do nothing.
Like we all recall, he was fighting the dog outside. Like that did not go well. So I'm just gonna say, unless they combine these personalities, or Steven, somehow grow a set. Somebody, y'all gotta fix this body situation for me. Who I believe whatever they're gonna do, somebody gotta get this body that makes sense.
And I suppose that conversation is going to be had when they're running from in a car chase somewhere, where she starts talking about her feelings and how it's not fair for her. You have a bullet wound in your shoulder, woman. Okay, calm down. And
Jake gotta wake up, bro, and save them all, bro, and violently hurt everybody Arthur Harrow loves.
Oh my god. But definitely, this was the most I would say this is probably the most captivating one. I wouldn't say it's the best episode yet. I'm really feeling 3 a lot.
Yeah, I like 3 so far.
But
it hit you with a lot of shots.
Was like really. I mean, each episode's had me like, what's going to happen next week? So I mean, it's keep that going. And you got to thank Disney. The mouse is clowning.
And this might be the best way to do it. To have you always constantly wondering.
Yeah.
Like
I went this episode. Oh god,
because like Thor, like we talked about the other day, Thor is used in the comic book very boring outside his story. Like if you just had him as a character and just did a character piece, like Thor is the most boring character, but Disney like,
you know what, we're gonna party.
Bro, I 100% in my Google search history it said Hippo Egyptian god. I had to know who that was. Like as soon as it was over, I went right to Google. I was like, who is this?
Hippo.
Look at Marvel educating us on African gods in history. Joe had this problem last week, and they slowly solving it.
So, craziness. Yep, that's where I'm at on this week's episode.
Yeah, that. But quick topic before we get out, because we only got like a minute. We're gonna do a minute. Sam Raimi said people are mad at Sam Raimi for saying that before MCU, Doctor Strange was a third tier character.
They brought up a lot of good points today, actually, about the Marvel comics people. There was a lot of people saying, man, honestly, was the MCU really that good? And then it just developed into what it is. When it first started with the first few shows, I was like, some good points.
Well, Kevin Feige wasn't in charge of it at first, and all of a sudden.
Well, like everything always got to start off slow. Of course, the MCU wasn't as enticing or addictive.
It just had Iron Man, and we loved Robert Downey Jr.
Like even starting off with Iron Man, it wasn't just
they weren't perfect.
It probably, I would say, it shot off with
Avengers.
No, I'm actually gonna go as far as say it shot off. Like it was interesting, but it didn't really just boom out and just get everybody's attention, I think, until Civil War.
Oh yeah, when you bring the Civil War storyline.
When you brought Black Panther in, and then you saw the Black Panther movie immediately afterwards just hit all sorts of
that's when they started hitting billions then.
Once those two things hit back to back, it was over with. That year is what got it.
I think
Black Panther and Civil War, which is a super popular comic book storyline that they did in a respectable way. You couldn't get all the characters naturally, but a respectable way. You introduced Spider-Man, who took off because everybody loved Tom Holland. you introduce Black Panther and everybody loved the movie immediately afterwards, that's when it shot off. Like after that point, it was no going back. It was okay, we got it now.
Then you got
now.
I wasn't exactly just clamoring for each Marvel movie like I gotta go each time until probably Civil War, because I didn't go see Iron Man 3. I wasn't really
good.
Too much.
You did a good job, bro. Don't go see that one.
Boy, I thought that
was 3 the bad one or was it 2?
I didn't care for
we got House Party, so
like 2 and 3. I really didn't go to the movies to go see them. Like they came out on Redbox. One of them came out on Redbox.
I didn't go see the Avengers though. I was clamoring for the Avengers movie, but then
yeah, because the first Avengers movie with Loki was straight, but then Age of Ultron sort of like went a bit down because it wasn't as good. So, but I think once Civil War followed by the introduction of a new Spider-Man and Black Panther with his movie out, it was over with. Like that. Once you hit that road, you got because that's what got random people to start looking at it, like, oh, because they were telling everybody, oh, go see Black Panther. Oh, you see what Black Panther. That's what got random people into it. And once random people started watching the movie, like, let me go see the rest of it. So that's what over with after that.
It was people like Robert Downey Jr., so it kept it alive long enough for it to just blow up.
Like, do I really want to go see Ant-Man 2?
Ant-Man 2 did Ant-Man 2 did $1 billion.
But I didn't go see it.
Well, I mean, shoot, they ain't every move after a certain point did
billion. Yeah, dude, they all do billion. I
mean, I love Guardians of the Galaxy, I really do, but
I didn't even go see it. I was like, look at this cartoony movie. Like, look at this rabbit. It's gonna be one of them Disney joints, and that's gonna do a thing for Disney. I wasn't feeling the main Star Fox or whatever his name is. I wasn't really feeling him, so I was like,
yeah, him and Gamora, and then Mantis, and
I was like, this ain't very Marvel. Marvel belongs in New York at all times. Marvel Universe belongs in New York at all times. I don't want to see it nowhere else.
And then the Netflix movies, Netflix shows kind of kept it up for a long time.
That Luke Cage brought it down to earth, but they said, nope, we ain't gonna tie it into nothing.
Except for Iron Fist. Iron Fist was absolutely terrible.
So there's that.
All right, we're about to get out of here. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man.
Monte, what can they find you? By the way, Monte finna be on another show if y'all here. So,
100%, man. Yeah, man.
Well,
is it live or is it recorded?
It goes live and it's left up there. It's recorded during.
Well, go, Monte. What? Tell them what to find you.
Y'all a fan of any kind of content when it comes to anime, comics, anything of that nature? Your boy is on the Blerd Cartel on Facebook. Straight up the Blerd, BLERD Cartel. Today's topic is top 5 character developments. Well, just you're a little interested in that, you want to compete that, come check out the page, come check out your boy, come check out everybody else that makes up the great Blerd Cartel. And then click on the link tree in this video, see what else I'm a part of.
Yeah. Joe,
buy the merch.
Joe, do you hear me coming out tomorrow?
Do You Hear Me is coming out tomorrow. I'm still waiting for more trending things to talk about. I kind of got an idea, but
Aiden Ross?
That was a new one.
This video over with, bro. I got you.
All right.
Okay, because there's a lot of different things to talk about in different boxes. So I'm trying to figure out how to script that show. But 100% we're gonna get into it. And no, not Biden, not my boy Aiden Biden. But also, yeah, UniQoWilliams.com. I'm gonna have a simultaneous thing going on, because on my TV, I'm gonna be checking out Blerd Cartel, and then also we are going to try and wrap up Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 tonight.
Let's go. And Just a Fan will be out in the morning. And then we got a new show, Top 5, coming out Friday. I'm excited for it. And then next week, we start our journey on the Overall 99 content channel, where you will be seeing a bunch of different groups, hopefully. And I try to get this channel to actually get started. So we're going to see that. By the way, in a minute, go Blerd Cartel right now. Do it. Go click over.
Is it airing on Facebook or is it airing on the YouTube? Because I'm on the YouTube. Subscribe.
It's on both. So go.
Oh, both.
So go to both. All right. Appreciate y'all. Monte gotta get out here and do that show. Peace.
Twitch. Watch everybody.